There's only one per arm.
These students are putting the finishing touches on the robot they will be taking to the 2011 FIRST Robotics competitions in March. FIRST stands for Inspiration and Recognition of Science and Technology. FIRST is a not-for-profit organization that designs mentor-based programs that motivate young people to pursue education and career opportunities in science, technology, engineering, and math, while building self-confidence, knowledge, and life skills.
The way you do that we figured out to do it about 20 years ago, is to engage students in middle school, elementary, middle school, and high school. So we have 10,000 students between Oregon and Washington and those two states this year, designing, building, programming, and competing with robots. There's no tests, no textbooks. We put a robot in front of students with mentors from industry on one side, students on the other side, and magic happens.
From the back side, not from the side you're going.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The robotics competition is described as the varsity sport for the mind, combining the excitement of a sporting competition with science and technology. Teams have 6 weeks to build a robot designed to carry out specific moves on a game field.
Got this in my pocket.
Each team gets the same kit of building materials, but without instructions. That's where the real learning comes into play.
If we had instructions, it'd be like a Lego packet where every Star Wars starship looks exactly alike, and we didn't cause them to think hard enough, to think out of the box, to go to the internet and just find the information on what is this thing and what's a sensor with a camera and what's this programming language that it uses. You can find all of that on the internet. And we're trying to teach the kids to be resourceful in that. They have to be voracious learners.
They put a lot of themselves into what they're creating and what they're designing and building. They usually spend at least 100 hours per person usually to try to get it completed, and usually much more than that.
Evergreen has the only high school FIRST Robotics competition team in the Evergreen School District. The Green Wrenches team was established in 2008, assisted by mentors like Evergreen Robotics and math teacher Christian Canine and Terry Stewart Wagman, a parent who has been involved in the FIRST program for more than 10 years.
What I get out of robotics is the satisfaction of seeing kids transform before my eyes. I see how they mature, how they're able to do public speaking, how they're able to solve a problem. And you got a good kid here.
Robotics is the best choice I've ever made in my entire life.
Zara Hanani is a junior at Evergreen High School. She's been a member of the Green Wrenches for 3 years now.
I had a friend who was in robotics and she really wanted me on the team. She told me it would be great and I did not want to join. I was in that stage where I didn't really know what I wanted to be, but I didn't want to be a scientist because nerds are scientists. And since I've joined robotics, I've learned that nerds are the cool people and that science is something that deeply interests me and is something I want to do the rest of my life.
And Zara isn't alone. Statistics prove students who participate in the FIRST program shine academically, and what they learn here they build on in college.
Out of 100 kids, 43 will pursue engineering in college. If you add science to that, it'll be science or engineering degrees, 55. So 55 out of 100 will go that route. If they did not have a FIRST experience, 13 out of 100 would go that route. And America needs scientists.
I had to learn everything from scratch. I wanted to be a lawyer before, and so I didn't really know how to use tools properly or how to design. Designing was a foreign thing to me. And over the years, I've learned from the help of my other team members how to design, how to use tools, what things are going to work easier and better, and how to put things together in a way that you can take them apart again.
Team Teams from Oregon and Washington will be putting their robots to the ultimate test at 2 regional competitions, hoping to make it to the national championships in April. The details were laid out at this kickoff event hosted by Evergreen High School. 700 people came together to find out exactly what this year's game field will look like and what their robots are expected to do. This year's challenge is called Logo Motion.
Logo Motion. Logo Motion is played on a 27 by 54 foot field. Alliances of 3 teams each operate their robots from behind alliance walls at the end of the field. Robots play Logo Motion with inflated tubes shaped as elements of the first logo. The objective is to place the shapes on the scoring racks to create the logo. During the teleoperated period, teams control their robots and attempt to place the game pieces on the scoring rack. Game pieces can be placed anywhere, but are worth more if they create a logo.
This is your responsibility to get done.
Through this hands-on, practical, challenging, and fun competition, these students build much more than robots. Gaining a greater understanding and passion for math and science gives them a competitive edge in the pursuit of high-demand and well-paid careers in the fields of engineering, science, and technology. 24 teams from Southwest Washington and Portland attended the competition. Organizers from FIRST were so impressed with the event that they have asked Evergreen High School to host again in 2012.